Hey guys, this is Catherine with Oracle Intuitions. This is your weekly reading for April 15th to the 22nd. Now, I was going from the Monday to the Monday, but I think I'm going to start going from the Friday to the Friday. So this is starting on the 15th, this upcoming Friday, to the next Friday after. All right. And we're going to be taking a look into the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. You're going to notice that the relationship readings are going to be a little bit longer. We're going to be getting a little bit more in depth. If you don't want to watch them, that's fine, and you just want to watch the general reading, that's okay. Just there is going to be a timeline below, so all you have to do is click that. Now, I do want to apologize to everybody. Last week I started off doing the readings. I actually only got the earth signs done because I had done that, Sunday night. Unfortunately, what happened is I found out that, or we found out that my son's best friend was actually killed in a car accident on, Monday night, and we found out Tuesday morning. And so the rest of the week, I just sort of, spent time with him, helping him through, a very, very traumatic situation. But, here we are. We're back now. Please make sure that you click like. Please click subscribe. Please, click the notification bell, because we do go live on this channel. So we usually try to go live on Wednesday evenings. Again, depending on what's going on in our own personal lives, but we are trying to make this coming back on a regular basis. Okay. The last few months we've been kind of off and on, but we are trying to come back on a regular basis. So if you have the notification bell clicked, you will get the notification that we're live right away, and we do live readings right here on the channel. Also, just remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I also suggest that you take a look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs just to get a more accurate picture of the upcoming week ahead. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and talk to you soon. Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for April 15th to the 22nd. We're going to be taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you take a look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. And if this reading does resonate with you and you would like to have a personal reading, please contact me at oracleintuitions.com. So let's get some cards in regards to what's coming up for you this week, all right? Or this upcoming week. All right. First card coming through for Aries is the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. So this really talks about the crown chakra, okay? Maybe receiving information, maybe receiving some sort of downloads, maybe, from spirit, maybe receiving some sort of messages that you may not have really noticed before. It's almost like repeated messages for some. This could be coming from your guides, your angels, but it's really just opening up to new information as well. So we also have the sun coming through. So this is in your external environment, talking about the body, okay? So this is things that are going on around you, and the message from spirit is, ooh, beautiful, woman holding a heart, okay? And this is the message from spirit is basically saying here, I really love these cards. It feels like you're getting some sort of information in regards to a possible relationship. So this could be a current relationship. It could have to do with maybe perhaps just opening your heart, especially with this crown chakra coming through here. This could be just receiving information in regards to opening your heart in some way. Maybe there's more compassion that you're showing towards people, or maybe just another view, like a point of view that you're looking at, a new perspective that's bringing about a sense of empathy to your awareness in some way. But I do feel that for some of you, this could have to do with a possible relationship. And again, just take it as in whatever aspect that it relates to you, whether it's career or finance. Now we have the sun going on, so this is within the external energy. So it feels like this upcoming week, there's going to be a lot of things. I really want to say things clearing up. Okay, when I look at the sun. So the sun is like one of the happiest cards within the deck. And I feel like what this has to say is like things or issues or problems. It may even be that you're getting information in regards to a current situation that has been bothering you or plaguing you in some way, or some sort of, reoccurring issue that's been going on It feels like there may be a clearing up. Now, Spirit is saying to come at this with this heart, okay? And this could be a sense of compassion, again, a sense of empathy, maybe just a different understanding towards, you know, the other side's energy in some way, or some sort of especially if things are starting to clear up, if there seems to be an apology coming through, take a look at it with an open heart, an open mind, an open, you know, an open energy, rather than closing yourself off to it. That's what I'm really getting in here. So it does feel like there could be even some sort of advancement within a relationship, okay, or some sort of information that's coming through in regards to a relationship where it's going to help you open your heart more. Because this woman holding the heart, I mean, this heart is like, it's like she's wearing her heart on her sleeve, right? It's like her heart is exposed. There's vulnerability that's coming through here. And I really feel that is the message that's coming through with Spirit, is allow yourself to be vulnerable, because this may also help clear up those situations. That may even be some of the information that you're receiving from Spirit at this time. So second card coming through is the Eight of Wands. Yeah, like it seems like something is either happening fast or coming through quickly, or, you know, some sort of energy is again clearing up. It may even be that, you know, for some within a relationship, that somebody is going to be exposing their heart to you very quickly. All right. So let's get some more information and see what's coming in. More information from Spirit. I seem to be dropping cards all over the place today, so I apologize. Probably haven't had enough coffee yet. We're going to blame it on the caffeine this morning. All right. Let's see what's coming through. Yeah, look at this. We have the Queen of Wands coming in here. So this is really telling me, you know, it's interesting. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Sun, you know, very fiery type of energy. The Sun can also represent masculine energy, where, you know, the Queen of Wands can represent a feminine energy. So this could be the combination of some sort of pairing coming together, or again, somebody revealing how they're feeling, or somebody, you know, allowing themselves to be in a state of vulnerability, again, wearing their heart on their sleeve. We also have here the Knight of Wands coming through. So this again can indicate, I feel like for some of you, you may have been or dealing with somebody with that Knight of Wands energy. All right. This even could represent you, where there's, with the Knight of Wands, they can kind of flit in, flit out, right? They may be that type of energy where, you know, they're all hot and heavy for a week, and then they disappear for, you know, X amount of time, and then come back all hot and heavy. So what I'm getting here is, I really feel like this energy is clearing. Okay, there's some sort of indication here of this energy clearing. It even could be you standing up to this page. This is the Queen. Could even be you. Now, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. But even could be this Queen that is standing up to the page and saying, no more. Look at, you're hurting me by doing this, or you're exposing your feelings again with that woman, you know, holding the heart, right? The vulnerability. So it could be you saying to them, look at, enough of this. I've had enough. You've got to fix this. This has got to end. I can't keep staying within this energy. But I do feel for some of you, this may be the energy that you have to take, but I do feel that for some of you, this could be the energy of it just clearing up in some way, or there being some sort of resolution to this energy. I feel like for some of you, this even could be somebody coming forward and saying, you know, this is the energy I was in. This is what I was doing. I was playing the field. I was, you know, flitting about, you know, and I want to start making a more solid foundation, because it does feel like this page, or this Knight, I should say, this Knight of Wands, I called it the page earlier. But this Knight of Wands is ready to be vulnerable with their emotions. All right, so let's get some more clarification. And this could be some shadow work that you need to do, could be some inner child healing that needs to come, maybe just something that Spirit wants you to focus on at this moment. All right, So we have hole in the soul. I do feel that for some of you, you could have been in this place where you were just feeling a little bit empty in regards to something. Again, it could have to do with this sort of situation. It could come, have to do with this person that's back and forth and maybe leaving you in this place that you weren't feeling like you were good enough, or that you had to try harder, or whatever energy it is. All right. But this hole in the soul, what I'm getting here, whatever aspect it has to do with, I do feel that, again, you're getting some sort of information that may be helping to close this hole. All right. It's bringing some sort of information that is going to, be allowing you to go into this energy of that Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is very confident. She's very fiery energy, passionate about, things around her and people around her and just about herself. She demands respect. And I feel like that, is the most important thing that's coming through here is she demands respect. She demands, she doesn't demand it, but she expects respect. Okay, I guess that's the best way to say it. But it feels like some sort of information may be coming to you, or some sort of recognition towards something that may help close whatever hole was being, left open, or being, ripped open in some way. We also have letting go. Yeah, there might be some sort of energy here of just letting go of the situation. Okay, maybe possibly just letting go of the situation is the information that you need in order to help close this hole, or to leave that emptiness, to remove that emptiness from something. Because I do feel that for some of you, you may be standing up again to that night. All right, standing up to that night and saying, no more. No more of this energy. And it doesn't need to be a romantic relationship. This could have to do with really anything, or any sort of aspect within your life where you've had enough of that type of behavior going on, whether it's coming from you or whether it's coming from someone else. All right. It even could have to do with you, where you're in this place of maybe you don't finish projects, or you feel like you start something and, it never gets finished, or maybe you feel like you're flitting from one thing to the next. Whatever this energy is, it does feel like you're letting go of it. But again, I do feel that for some of you, this energy of this night, it could have to do also, again, with the vulnerability, exposing the heart. All right. We also have literally procrastination. So that kind of makes me laugh, because that's one of the things that I did, talk about, right? Is I did feel that there was a procrastination type of energy coming through that was sort of leaving you in this place of emptiness, simply because maybe things aren't finished, maybe there's words that are being that haven't been said, maybe there's whatever energy this procrastination has to do with. So that might be something that you need to look into yourself to figure out, where is it that I'm getting this sort of hole in the soul type of energy. Now obviously the card looks probably much worse than what the actual situation is, but some sort of information or some sort of revealing is going to be coming in, it feels like, very quickly into your into your focus. Okay, you're going to start recognizing it right away, and it does feel like this is going to help make you stronger, make you into a a more where you're going to have this feeling of, okay, I resolved this, I feel better now, and either I let go, or maybe perhaps, again, if it has to do with that night, that's coming through, exposing their heart, maybe you have a choice to make. Okay. And, do I want to accept this energy, or am I ready to just let it go? And I feel like this is the energy that's coming through. So let's get a closing message from the universe. And then we're going to go into relationships and see what's coming in. So the closing message from the universe in regards to these cards that we just pulled for Aries. Let's see what's coming in. Let's do one more. Okay, inner integration. Yeah, there is no place there is peace, equilibrium, I can't pronounce that, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. So I do feel it's almost as though you're sort of integrating yourself, okay? Integrating your, again, we go back to that hole in the soul. It feels like there's some sort of acknowledgement of what it could be that you may feel is missing, whether this is an aspect in your life or maybe it has to do with a particular relationship. Feels like something is missing and you're ready to integrate and figure out what it is. And I do feel it has to do with the information that is going to be coming forward in some way. And remember, that information may come from the external world, but it also very much could just be coming in from spirit or from your higher self, where you're starting to get the knowledge that is needed. It may not come as a message like a big announcement, but it's those feelings that we need to listen to. Maybe seeing the signs towards something, maybe just getting, some sort of visions towards whatever it is, or just being led in some direction. And that's exactly what I feel is happening or going to be happening to you very soon. So there's going to be a clearing of the energy that you may have possibly been dealing with the last little while. So let's take a look into relationships. So we're going to just get a base foundation with the Kipper cards. Let's see what's coming in with the Kipper. First card coming in is a journey. I like that. For some of you, it could actually be a journey. I do feel that for some of you, especially because we are talking about relationships, whether they're romantic or not, although most of these, this is mostly based on relationships, but it doesn't have to be if it doesn't resonate with you, okay? It does feel like a journey. It could be something coming towards you. And remember, as I had said, it felt like with that Knight of Wands, somebody could be coming towards you with a vulnerability or exposing their heart. This even could be some sort of traveling in some way. We also have concern. Yeah, and we have thoughts. So there's a lot of thoughts going on here. And again, I really want to go back to that hole in the soul type of energy, because it's that it feels like something that's been sitting on your mind for a while, all right? And it feels like it did, it had enough energy to bore a little hole into, I guess, your feelings, your existence, your thoughts. It feels like something that you may have been really concentrating on. I'm also getting here too, though, that it does feel, for some of you, I do feel that there could be somebody who has been really thinking with a lot of concern towards a journey towards, for those who are watching. Now, remember that these could be vice versa, okay? Maybe it's you that's thinking about, traveling towards somebody or some sort of journey. Now, remember that journey does not need to be, physical, right? It could be the journey of, when we, sometimes we have to stop and just enjoy the journey of life, right? But with this concern, it does put this energy here that this is something that has been highly on your mind or on the mind of somebody else. And it feels like, I do feel like there needs to be a clearing. It almost feels like maybe even for some of you, there could have been some sort of disagreement. There could have been some sort of argument between you and someone else. And it feels like there, both of you are thinking. And it's interesting because we got the concern and the thoughts. And, with the two people, it feels like there's two individuals here, or maybe there's a multitude of individuals, but it does feel like separate energies. All right. And so it does feel like they're both thinking about whatever is happening here. All right. Let's clarify. It says keep an open mind. All right. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I feel like, again, with that open mind, I had that open heart. All right. Woman holding a heart. And to me, it felt very exposed. It, wearing it on her sleeve. It was an open heart, opening up her heart, having that compassion, having that empathy. And I do feel whatever the situation is, it could have to do with keeping an open mind towards a situation. Right? It even could be the fact that you were so, possibly dead set on one particular person that spirit is sort of showing you another path here, especially with that journey coming through, right? Maybe this is something that you've been thinking about. Should I walk away from this situation? We also had that letting go card. Should I walk away from this situation and allow myself, a new exploration towards somebody else. Maybe I just need to keep an open mind on this. It also says release your ex. Yeah. So I like kind of like I just said, especially if there's that Knight of Wands energy where, there's, somebody who's sort of playing like, ring around the rosy with you, like they're just not coming forward, right? They're, they bring you in, they bring you out, they flit around. It really could have to do with letting go of that energy. Maybe it's time. Maybe that's where those thoughts were. And again, even if that Knight of Wands did come forward and expose his heart, maybe you need to be in this place of, I got to really think about this, okay? Because this is the energy that you had before, and I'm not ready to be fooled again. I'm not ready to go down that path once again with you because you haven't shown me stability before, right? You have a lot of concern about it. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And I do feel that. And again, with that information that's coming forward, this could be, the knowledge that you receive moving ahead. We also have past life relationship. You have known each other before. I feel like for some of you, there could be a karmic situation that's going on here, all right? Either within you or within somebody else. But it does feel like a karmic energy it's trying to close a cycle, all right? Especially with that release your ex and the past life relationship. And when we talk about karmic cycles, they're basically, people that will come into our life to really teach us lessons, all right? Whether they're good or bad, they usually aren't permanent staples in our existence. Like they usually come in, they go out, we learn the lesson from them. Sometimes the lesson is painful, sometimes the lesson can be happy, but they're just not there usually to stay permanently within our lives. And this very much could have to do with that. And that might be also why that concern and those thoughts are coming through, because it's almost like you're receiving the awareness, like, look, I've learned my lesson, it's time to release this, and it's time to maybe perhaps move forward. That's always going to be your choice as to what you do, okay? Especially if that Knight of Wands does come through and open up his heart and open up to some sort of vulnerability, he or she, doesn't matter, but you're going to have to make your choice. All right, you're going to have to make your choice. Now, we got the moon coming through. So this really talks about, it's like the subconscious, right? Things under the surface, things that aren't always being shown. It does talk about romance and recognition, but it also really talks about following your intuition. So we had that, we had the sixth chakra where we had the crown chakra coming through, right? And that's using your intuition. That's getting the knowledge and the messages in regards to what your intuition is telling you. It's like those messages, those downloads coming through. And it could be, something coming in from your subconscious where you already know, perhaps within your subconscious, what your answer is going to be or how you feel towards a situation. And it feels like that might be even something that's coming to the surface in order for you to see and take a true look at and actually do, we have that thoughts and concerns where you're going to be really thinking about this. What is my next move? What is the next path that I'm going to take? We also have sorry, the King of Earth. So the Capricorn, your person could be a Capricorn. But it also really talks about somebody who's resourceful, right? And conservative, realistic. And I feel like, but it's also the Devil card, right? So this represents the Devil card. What I'm getting here is that for some of you, again, going back into that Knight of Wands, this very could much be somebody with that type of devil sort of energy. And it doesn't mean, that they're bad or anything like that, but it just means that they're not in this place where, there's a solid energy, right? There could be manipulation within the relationship in some way. And again, that flitting back and forth, coming back, coming in, coming back, coming in. I really do get that. And again, maybe it is talking about releasing that energy. We don't want to be within that devil type of energy. We want somebody who's going to be stable and solid. We also have the church. So it talks about principle, religion, dogma, marriage. For some of you, maybe your person is married, okay, or maybe there's a marriage here, maybe you're in a married relationship, but this really also talks about your belief system more so than anything, okay? This talks about where are our principles, what is our belief system? Is this something that we truly believe in? All right. And when we talk about that, it's basically saying, where's my integrity? Where's my morals? Maybe this person, especially with that devil energy, maybe this person in some way interfered with my personal morals or my personal integrity because there was such an attraction there. Or, I felt that they were, being very true in what they were saying, or, somehow I was led off path away from my personal morals or away from my personal integrity. And I get this coming through here. It's like, does this person have the values and the integrity and the morals that I want coming through? Right? Or that I want within my life. People don't change, right? It's not like, they can change to a degree, but, usually, your morals and your integrity, they don't happen usually overnight, right? And this may be where your thoughts are. Does this person have the stability and the morals that I want for the future? So let's get some more clarification and see what's happening here. It feels like you have to ask yourself, is this really what you want? Right? Is this really what I want? And I feel that, asking yourself that question and allowing yourself to keep the open mind and receive the information from spirit, from your higher self, that's where the answer is going to be. All right. The situation will improve. And I feel like the situation will improve by listening again to your higher self. We also have helpful people. So there could be people that you want to talk to. And it's interesting because it kind of feels like here, especially with the church. I mean, maybe for some of you, this could be friends or family that you go to. For some, it also could be a church type of setting, or maybe perhaps some sort of group, club, whatever it is. But it feels like for some of you may have already received advice in regards to this person, and maybe it's now time to listen to the advice that you've been receiving. There may have been some people that have been like, look at, why are you hanging on to this? Why are you staying in this situation? Or why are you allowing this to happen, whatever it is? And it does feel like there's some sort of information that's coming through here. It also talks about looking for a sign. Okay, so, and this is what I had said before, the crown chakra opening or the crown chakra information that we might be receiving could have to do with a sign. All right, whatever that sign might be. It may be, coming in as a very gentle sign, or, it could come in as like a great big thunderbolt, right? Like he's holding here. Look for that sign. So I do feel that that is important. It almost feels by opening your mind, trusting your intuition, being in a place of personal vulnerability. Okay, and when we talk about personal vulnerability, it means allowing yourself, to experience the hurt, the pain, the happiness, whatever it is, the emotions that you're feeling on a true basis. Don't try to cover them up. If you're hurt, you're hurt. If you're sad, you're sad. If you're happy, you're happy, right? And a lot of times we'll say, well, it's okay that they did that. It doesn't hurt that bad. Like we try to cover it up, right? We try to make it so that it doesn't feel as hurtful or painful, or putting us into a vulnerable position as much as it actually does, right? And I feel like that may have something to do with the information or with the sign that you might be getting also. So let's get just one more round of clarification here and see what's happening. Kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So it feels like when we have this situation, will improve. Again, however you decide to handle this particular situation, this might be that you have to come forward and just be really honest with whoever it is, or just be really upfront. Or again, it could be releasing them and a new situation will appear. The situation will improve. The situation that could lead to some sort of unconditional love. When we release something that is no longer serving us, something new comes in. But again, maybe this person, once you expose yourself and say, look, this is not a relationship that I want at this particular moment. This is not a relationship that you don't have, the things that I'm looking for in a long term. You may find a change in the situation, right? Where the situation could improve. But again, I do feel that you have to really listen to your inner self and, again, watch the sign. So talking about date, meeting somebody new, I literally just said that. Dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date. It could be somebody new coming in. All right. But again, once you release this situation, this particular issue that's going on here. And we also have a boat. Receiving what you need, progressing, arriving, and moving on. Closure, right? It's basically like closing the door. Closing the door to something, letting go, that we had in that first round, right? We had the letting go card come through. It might be a matter of really letting go and allowing this new situation to appear. So I truly hope that has helped, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day and many blessings.